This
Yes.
is
It's got internet.
Oh, it does, so we can go right to Google Maps. That's better than using Rob's phone. Ooh, wow.
And let's see.
Oh, okay.
And we are live.
All right. All right, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Brookfield Inland Wetlands Commission. Today is Monday, the 9th of March, 2026. My name is Sharon Fox. I act as chair of the commission. To my left is Mr. Tom Keller, who is the commission vice chairman. Further down, Ms. Liz Phillips, who is a regular member, so all three of us will be voting members today. Further down is Ms. Elizabeth Adams, who is our recording secretary, so if you'll be speaking tonight, please help her out. She needs your name and address before we get going. And then to my far right is Ms. Laura Barkowski, who is the Inland Wetlands Enforcement Officer. So we will, and to let everyone know, we are the town with a great deal of leadership from Ms. Barkowski is going, we're trying to remove paper, so these Chromebooks are new for our members tonight. So if you see us fumbling, it's just the start of the process, so.
Laura, where's the file with the agenda? I just accidentally closed it.
That did not take long.
Well, I was gonna bring up maps in case we needed it, and
What did you do?
I accidentally closed it when I went to bring up
Get the
Google
photos.
Maps. So it's probably, I mean, I'd imagined it's somewhere in here.
We'll do this.
Well,
Here.
That's mine.
What about this one? What about, is this one alive?
yeah, that one should be live.
Is this
That
one
was
alive? It is?
I'd kind of like to know how to fix it though for the next time I
I
do
don't
it.
know yet.
Yeah,
so
okay, that's,
until I figure out what you did.
that is fine.
That one's woke up.
Here.
That one's woke up.
Here's your associated mouse.
Oh, you got a mouse.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
well, thank you, everyone. So that's the last one we got, Tom.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm not signed in on the Wi-Fi network on
Yeah, I
this
know,
one.
but we want to be able to get to Google Maps as we
Not
go
on this
along.
one, 'cause it's not
Okay, all right, so let's see, we'll move on to our agenda item number 3, the Inland Wetlands Enforcement Officers Report, so active site 100 Candlewood Lake School. Again, we are waiting for their first report about how things are going. So I know you've been in contact with them several times. I don't know, maybe I should send them a note. Wonder if they'll pay more attention to me. Probably not.
Maybe, if you want, I can help draft up something and you can just sign it.
Well, yeah, or just send me the last one you sent to Paul a couple weeks ago, and I'll just forward it on to him and say, please, because I think once we get in the groove here, then we can take this off this agenda, so. Let's see, 58 Old Grays Bridge Road. Let's see, update February 10th. Did we miss that? Because we missed a meeting because of the snow. So did you get something from these guys?
He did send me a response saying that he was able to do some of his paving, but it wasn't a complete update, and that he was going to get back to me. So I can reach out to Ari again.
Yeah, well, it's good, because hopefully in another 4 or 5 days, the snow will be gone,
gone.
and it'll be dry enough.
And that was what his major holdup was over the winter.
Yeah,
was the-
there's no reason to go out there in the snow, and no reason to go out in the mud. Okay?
But if the
So-
pattern stays intact, we're gonna have snow in 2 weeks.
And we're gonna have some snow in 2 weeks, so well, we'll see, whatever, but no snow, no mud, okay. Let's see, 500A Federal Road, here's the email. Yeah, see, he thinks, I'm just reading, Ari's email, he's more worried about the project being completed than the,
And we've gone over with him several
Yeah.
times that we are concerned about the wetlands.
we're concerned about the wetlands, the paving, you're good, have at it.
But I think he wanted to finish.
Oh, so here we go. My environmental company is done with the wetland area and pond area, so we can begin their plantings in the spring.
Perfect.
Ah, okay, all right, so we just follow that up and say, look, check back with us in June and let us know.
Once the plantings are installed.
Okay. All right, 500A Federal Road, there haven't been any events for them to report on, so we do not have a report. Okay, enforcement, 35 Merwin Brook
Still with
Road.
legal.
What's that?
It's still with legal.
You know what, maybe I will try and give Tom a call, or have you talked to him recently?
I have not talked to him in the last 2 weeks. I did send him an email about that particular file, just asking what next steps were.
Okay.
but if you would like to,
Yeah, maybe I'll just give them a call and just see
where we
what's,
are,
what
what
the,
the next step is.
what the next step is, okay. Send an email. 51 North Mountain Road, we're waiting,
They have to schedule an inspection with me by June 1st.
yep, that's right. Next is the plantings, the end of May, that's 230 Wisconsin Road, so we're gonna wait till the end of May. 171 Pocono Road, same thing, May 31st for the plantings. 8 Dunsinane, the tree clearing, all the work is complete, no date set, so we'll give them another 30 days. Okay, and then maybe we'll bug them. I haven't been able to do anything with snow.
So,
31 Obtuse Road, May 31st, so we'll just wait for them to complete the plantings there. 19A Apache Drive, cease and correct. Remind me about this one?
so this is the one that I went out to the site and none of the erosion and sedimentation.
Right.
So I went out there a second time after he
Right.
said they were installed, they failed my inspection.
Yeah,
And I believe he was waiting until after the snow. He contacted the office today, but we just weren't able to touch base.
okay, thank
So
you.
we still have the cease and correct.
Okay, thank you for the reminder. Okay, well, the snow gone, now they get a chance to get that silt
I
fence
wanna
in
drive by
correctly.
tomorrow, actually.
Thank
you.
All right, 69 Wisconsin Road, you guys, this is the one
Yeah.
where the property owner unknowingly bought a shed that turns out it was in wetlands soils, and the way they left it, they were going to try and determine exactly where the wetland soils were, which seems like a reasonable step. And hopefully with the snow clearing, they'll be able to get something going. But I think we were very clear, they need to let us know where they are.
They did. So in the meantime, we've issued a violation for the unpermitted shed, just
Right.
to make sure it doesn't get forgotten since it was removed off the previous application.
Right, and it has been a month, so I would have thought that in a month, they could have tried to find somebody. Let's send them a little reminder and say, look, the commission is expecting an update. Specifically, have you been able to secure the services of a inland wetlands, or excuse me, a soil scientist? Thanks, Tom. And if so, what's going on with that? 47 Pocono Ridge Road.
This is the new one.
Right,
I was notified that there was an oil spill at this particular property. They notified DEEP and they've started the remediation and the cleanup processes. They're working also with DEEP at this time. With the snow, they weren't sure the extent of the cleanup. I have been in communication that they're going to need a remediation application, but until they knew all of the steps, I just put it under the enforcement report. I didn't issue any violation because they did contact me directly, letting me know of the spill. It was based off of like an act of nature that caused the fuel line, I believe, to separate from the tank.
yeah, I think what Laura told me is that a tree or some snow fell on their oil tank
Yes, and I think it
and
did
crushed
something
it
with the fuel line connection
for
to
the
it.
fuel line connection, so it was an act of the weather that
Yeah.
created the problem for the property owners, and it appears that they did.
They have been definitely going through some remediation methods.
Yeah.
It's just uncertain with the snow on it seems like what we've been saying all the winter, with
Right.
the snow on the ground, if they have to do any further activities. Once they do, they'll probably wind up doing it in after the fact permit, once we at least know what the extent of the spill is. But they're working with DEEP and DEEP is monitoring them as well.
Right, so it appears, like I said, with the circumstances, like I said, it wasn't anything they did. Laura's holding off on a violation. So I think that
Makes sense for now.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Nothing else in enforcement in the last couple hours?
You can expect some coming in.
Okay. All right, so that is that. We do not have a public hearing, continued or otherwise. Let's see, 60 High Meadow Road, Iroquois Gas. Okay, we'll get names and addresses, and then let's get the file.
remind me how to spell that again?
KRESIC. 340 Oregon Road.
So finally, with the snow gone, you guys will probably be able to start this, right? Get going, right?
And then 427 Howe Avenue,
Yeah, that's a bonus.
Shelton, Connecticut.
Great, thank you.
Copies here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think we were just waiting for, like I said, an updated calculation, right? That the water from that storm basin on the road, and there wasn't gonna be any scouring. I think that was
Yep.
really the last question we had. So, and again, yeah, we appreciate this. I said, but it's right on the creek, you know, so it's a real area of concern.
Yeah.
For this water course, I should say. It's a real area of concern for us. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to help everybody get this right. We really appreciate that. Okay, so I've got something new, or are you handing me something new today?
This was already submitted.
So let me see if I can get a hold of that here. Let's see, February 26th, I don't see it in this pile. I don't see it here, so we can just take one of those, right?
Yep. This is your copy right here.
Okay, I don't see it in the file, but whatever. Okay, so we'll put this in the file. Okay, take us to the page we should be looking at here.
Yep, so we're gonna go to page, it's one of the appendices, I think it's appendix D. Should be the one with two pictures of the pre-existing wall and then what the modifications are gonna be with our drawing.
Okay, E. Just hit my curiosity, what is this? A routing diagram?
It's just that's the name of the drawing, P1.
Oh, all right. That's sort of weird.
So here are two.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get to D here. I had E.
This should be right before D, sorry.
I had E. There's E.
Appendix C, apologies.
E or D?
C, appendix C, apologies.
Charlie.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, C.
Am I right on that?
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, okay,
all right.
thank you.
So this is where the water's coming from on the road,
Yep.
right?
So this is what
Under the storm drain.
So this is what the water looks like based on pre-existing conditions. So if the wall that failed was in place,
Okay,
this is the route the water is going to take. So
Okay.
it's starting from the top of this blue line and it's going right into the wall, and then it's discharging right over the wall. So that's how it's entering the water course.
what do you mean, over the wall?
So like the water's traveling.
Oh, this is sheet, oh,
Yeah.
sheet, oh, this is pre-existing, all right.
So
Yeah,
this is
well,
the
wait a
new
minute.
one.
Yep,
It's a little tiny here,
it is a little tiny.
Yeah. but what you're
Good.
seeing
Good thing I
here
brought my glasses.
is that the blue line, instead of going into the wall,
Yep.
it's going all the way around the wall and
Okay.
discharging at the end over there. And so what DDS, our engineering contractor, did, they did a
Okay.
scenario study. So they did compared three scenarios really. This is going to be page, it's going to be at the front of the packet. All the way to the front.
All the way to the front?
Yeah.
Here's, I'm sorry. One more, 1, 2, 2, 1,
Right there.
2, 3, okay, so
Maybe
2,
this
3,
page.
okay, section 2, 3, yep.
Section 2223 should be right in front. Yep, that one right
That one? Oh, awesome.
So we did a couple of scenarios here. We did a study based on what was the pre-existing drainage, the drainage post-construction based on the drawings that we have with the vegetated berm, and then one without the vegetated berm. And what we're seeing is in the first scenario compared to the second scenario, which is with the vegetation berm, is that the flow of water that is going to be traveling now is going to be at a decreased flow rate. And that's where you're getting the minus 10.7%, minus 10.5%. That is if we have the vegetated berm. And scenario 3 compared to scenario 1 is if we didn't have the vegetated berm, the same amount of water that's going to be traveling will travel at the same amount of speed with no change at all. So with us including that vegetated berm, we're seeing a decreased flow of water into the area. And so now, if you
So
continue-
your scenario 1 is existing, right?
Yep.
And scenario 2 is
What's on our
proposed, so you
drawing.
got scenario, it's existing proposed, all right. Well, today it doesn't go right into the creek, it just sort of flows around, right? You didn't have a discharge point on the
No, we didn't
existing
have a
one.
discharge point. And so what they were concluding from the study is that if you see in section 3, the next page of that, it's a conclusion,
Wait, what, okay,
right there, yep.
all right.
Where it takes you through all the different scenarios that we ran and the drawing and everything. And the first paragraph, it says, second sentence, as illustrated in the report, there is no increase in the runoff as a result of the proposed scope of work. Since there is no expected flow increase, it is concluded that the stormwater diversion and underdrain outlet around the wall will not result in scouring to the segment of the water course where the wall is located.
And who is signing this?
This is DDS.
And that's documented this?
Yes.
And DDS is a PE, is that
Yes,
right?
PE
Okay.
engineering.
Where does that say that? Where does that say that? See that someplace? Is it, there's like a signature page in here? Okay, all right, well then that's gonna work then. All right,
Yeah.
so we got a PE telling you that you're not gonna have scouring.
Yep. I have the-
All right, good. That's the answer we wanted. Okay, good. All right. That was my question. Liz, Tom, and other questions?
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay, so I've got this in the record, so let's take a look at, make sure we get the right map here. Does this one talk about a map?
No changes on this, right?
This one is the PE stamp one.
Okay,
So
that has a
that was
stamp
also
on it.
submitted online.
I want to make sure we got the right map that they're referring to. This one supersedes the
We're
last.
gonna need a copy of that, because if it was only submitted online so far, we wouldn't have it in the posted file yet.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna give us something new
This
here?
is the new one that's stamped by the PE.
Okay, oh, good, that's even better, because that's the one thing I was looking for. So this one is probably superseded. So I'm gonna make a note. Today's the 8th, right? 3/9,
It's a 9.
yeah. Superseded with, and what's the date on that one, or the revision date?
Vision date is 2/13/2026.
2/13/26, all right, so that's,
I just figured I'd slide it so we didn't get the,
okay, so this goes here, that goes here, this is what I want.
Very helpful, thank you.
And this, it's got that same diagram on it here, where's your, you guys usually use existing one,
The diagram that was shown in this one here.
yeah, that's just,
So no, that diagram is just specifically to the report here.
okay,
The report calls out the PE stamp drawing.
okay. There's the PD, okay, what's the date on that, 2/24, all right. Okay, I got that well enough.
That's just like a random stock.
I'm just looking for the one sentence, you said there's actually no scouring, I'm just looking for those words.
Introduction there.
Oh, is that where it is? Okay.
no increase.
No.
And somewhere in
Okay,
that
that's
first
what I wanted
paragraph,
to
I
know.
can't read upside down.
That's
I
what, yeah,
apologize.
no, that's what I want, I just wanted
I
to,
tried.
I
Oh,
just
come
wanted to
on.
find that,
I
so.
really tried, I'm sorry.
I just wanted to find that, okay. All right, you guys, you're still looking, do you want more time to look?
I'm all set.
Okay. All right. I gotta find all the dates on this thing. All right, I'll make a motion then to approve the application W-25-69. The address is 60 High Meadow Road for the repair of a new retaining wall as described on a set of plans by DDS with an original date of July 8th, 2025, and a last revision date of 2/13/26, with all the usual stipulations. I don't think we need anything else,
I don't think so.
yeah, with all the usual stipulations.
Last meeting.
So that's my motion. Do I have a second?
I'll
Second.
Liz got
Liz
it.
seconds. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. All right, you guys are all set, all right?
Thank you so much.
I thank you for your time and attention to this. It's really, really, really appreciated to get everything exactly
Glad we
right.
got it right.
Yeah, so I'm grateful for that. All right, guys, good luck getting it in. Send us a picture when it's done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
Touch with you for as soon
Thank you.
All right, let me get this back. Okay. Next is W-26-5, 277 Wisconsin Road, Brookfield Market Sewer Main Extension.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's see, hope I got, the last plan I have is March 4th. Does that sound about right? Last revision date 3/02. Okay. Again, well, first, I just want to say thank you and commend you guys, Langen, for engaging, a Connecticut wetland soil scientist. If you hadn't done it, we would have done it, and that would have just extended the timeline. So we appreciate you doing that. That was a big, big plus in the process. So the last time we talked, there were some notes from the Connecticut wetland soil scientist, and some of her comments didn't match what was on the plan. My understanding is you've talked to her
Yes.
before, and we've got a note from her. It's an email to you guys, and Laura's on copy, to say that she's in agreement with some of, you guys are now in agreement,
Correct.
right?
yes.
You guys are now in agreement. She does have some some concern still about the actual work,
Correct.
right? I mean, because it's really, you're gonna come through from the federal roadside, so you're gonna dig up, you're gonna blast through there, right? And then take it across the bridge, and then, did I see something about a pipe and a mallet and a guy driving a pipe when I was reading this?
Yeah, so they're doing, the work, from the roadside,
Mhm.
and he can just, push it through, the first foot or two of soil, so
Okay.
that they're not opening the trench the full way, because I think that was one of the concerns is if you open the trench the full way, it falling down, so we just said, instead of opening the trench the full way, we'll just keep a foot or two there, and he'll just push it through.
Yeah, I got a kick out of that. I got a kick out of that. So the only thing that I am thinking about, you guys, is, like I said, that is a concern in terms of the guys actually doing it.
Okay.
So one of the things, I think, now that we've got, like I said, we've got Northwest Conservation, saying that they are in agreement with, you know, the documents here. Again, with the notable comment that we gotta think about the actual work done. What I'm thinking about, and it's a town project, if it was a commercial project, we might hire someone to be the monitor there, but it's a town project, so we know the guys.
Okay.
And they care as much about the river as we do. So what I'm thinking about is maybe at the end of the day, because how long is it gonna take, do you think? I saw something like a day or so to blow through the federal roadside, get the pipe, and then, you know,
Yeah, that piece of disturbance work will likely just be done and completed within a day. And we can notify the commission, upon, you know, when we think that's going to occur.
yeah, well, that's kind of what we were thinking. If you could, you know, as a part of the approval, let us know, just in general, when that's gonna happen, because I know you're gonna be as worried about any weather forecast as us. I'm sure nobody wants to be working in some of these downpours that we have been having. So I am thinking about, maybe the monitoring would be, if you run into a problem, the project manager, who I assume will be on site, picks up the phone, calls whoever you guys want to have him call first, but his second call will be to the town.
Right, and we
You
put
know.
some notes on that plan to say, the Brookfield staff will be on site daily, and any breach at all of the erosion sediment controls would be notified to, the N11 Commission.
Well, that's what we want. So we want that to happen, say, like within 3 hours of this happening. We want a phone call. You might not get Laura, but you'll get one of the staff. And then based on what you tell her, you know, she can hop out or not hop out. The other thing we were thinking about is maybe at the end of the day when you're done, how about just a photograph, right? A photograph to say, here's what it looks like, right? And we're done
Right.
with this tricky part. Now, does that sound unreasonable?
No,
Okay.
we can absolutely do that.
Yeah, and I think with that, I think that will work. I think that will work. Anything else, you guys?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, so this is the right plan, right? Okay. Well, the other thing you're gonna hear is, I said, with all the usual stipulations, those usual stipulations include, once you get the erosion and sedimentation controls in place, before you do any work, you gotta call Laura, who will go out and inspect the ENS, the soil and erosion and sedimentation. So once they're in, call her,
Okay.
and you can tell her, right, you don't have to do it and then call her. You can say, hey, we're gonna do it on a Thursday, right, that sort of thing, and can you find time in your schedule?
Okay.
Okay.
And so I can notify you as it progresses.
Yes,
I
kind
believe
of,
they're
because
gonna
you're
do
doing a
phases.
portion at a time for some of this, because it's different properties. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so just give her a bunch of notice, and that's, the point is for her to be in agreement that the erosion and sedimentation controls that you said you were going to do actually got done,
Yes.
okay? So that, it'll be also, like I said, within 3 hours, if you run into right? Call, leave a voicemail, whatever, and then when you're done, send us a picture,
Okay,
okay?
yes.
Sound good.
All right, so let me make a motion to try and get all that stuff in there. Okay, I'll make a motion then to approve application W-26-5, 277 Wisconsin Road for the Brookfield Market Sewer Main Extension as described on a set of plans by Langen with an original date of, is this right, January 28th, 2022? Wow. My goodness. With a last revision date of March 2nd, 2026, with all the usual stipulations, plus the stipulation that if there is a problem in the installation or in the construction site on the edges of the Still River, the project manager will place a call to the Inland Wetlands Office within 3 hours of it happening. And second, we'll provide an email to the Land Use Office. Email?
It could be mine.
Yep.
That's probably
confirming that the project, that this portion of the project was complete. I think I got it, everything, right?
Did you want the photograph as well?
Oh,
Was that-
and I thought that wasn't a photograph of the areas of the Still River bank that were altered, disturbed, altered, we'll say
Like
altered.
before and
Yeah, but-
afters?
No, just an after.
Okay.
Just an after picture, for both the east side and the west side. Okay. Do I have a second on that?
Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. That's approved. Okay? All right, well, good luck with that. When are you guys gonna start?
So it looks like it might be pushed back a little bit into the early spring, late April, May.
Yeah. You're gonna, obviously, people drive by there all the time, so you're gonna get a lot of people interest, slowing down, going, And the more we know about it, because we have a lot of people in Brookfield that really, they care as much about this as you do, they're gonna call.
Yeah, and the trenching in the, right of way, I
Yep.
believe that actually has to be done during night hours.
Okay,
But everything on the private properties, they can do during the day.
okay. All right, let me finish some notes here. All right, so you're all set. Tom, can you start the next one?
Okay,
60 Arrowhead? Yeah.
yep, W26-2, 60 Arrowhead Road.
Hello.
Tammy, T-A-M-M-Y, and then Z-Z-Z-R-I-N-I-C-K.
Your address? Sorry.
24 Howland Road. No. Thank you.
All right, take care. Good luck with it.
Just a little bit of information, 5 minutes worth, that I'd like to put on the record since it is being recorded that's pertinent to this plan. On March 5th, got an email from Laura to update the survey for soil and erosion control and special flood hazard area. We don't have that ready, of course. It was only like 2 days ago, so. The other thing that was noted at the last meeting was the impervious and building coverage plans that were submitted with your packet. Commissioner wanted the north arrow on it, which has now been added.
Okay.
Oh, I was told I didn't have to bring copies, that you get it in your tablet or something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I do have a hard copy.
It's probably over there, okay, I'm just finishing the last
Oh,
one while
please.
Tom gets going, and now we'll go
Yeah.
get that, so yes.
So good, I'm glad I have 5 minutes to talk about something else.
Yeah, you got 5, yeah.
Yeah, so, but the north arrow has been added, I do have hard copies if you wanted to see it. The engineer has revised his plan to show and answer the 3 questions regarding drainage that were brought up at the meeting on February 9th. And with that, I'd like to introduce the property owner, who's gonna talk about those drainage questions and be a part of the whole thing.
Part of the whole thing, good.
How you doing?
5 minutes to spell his last name. Sure.
Should have gave the card, even better.
That's what I told him.
Okay. Thank you, Tom, for getting us going. So do we have, this is new? This is the one you wanted us to look for in the
Yeah,
file?
that's supposedly already, I uploaded it and that's supposedly in your packet.
It might be in their packet, but you're still required to submit a paper copy for the file. So if you don't have, if it wasn't submitted paper copy, then I would definitely do
So
that.
we pretty much
I have
wrote
a
it,
smaller copy underneath, but
we
whatever.
just highlighted the.
Okay, hang on, let's, before we talk about that, let's make sure we have a copy of that. We have the soft copy. This is a hard copy of that? Okay, awesome. Awesome. I don't know if you guys want one? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, all right.
I'm getting used to scrolling around it online on the
I can look it online.
Chromebook.
Okay. All right, you're on.
Pretty much my engineer did, he highlighted the question areas. He obviously amended the drawings and he highlighted all the areas in questions. Footing drains, the drainage, the profile, then drainage profile, and
Yeah, we saw the Caltech, but we didn't see anything going in it. I think that was one of our questions, right?
Yeah, and there were questions for runoff.
And then,
Caltech
what's
driveway?
the overflow, yeah. Oh dear.
How you wanted a French basin, I think is what you said, and that can't happen because you can't have that within 25
on
feet
the,
of
on
the
the top
septic.
of on top of the driveway, yes, the French drain. It's not going to be. It's not a solution. So we're going to protect the water from the street, from the road, getting into the driveway by a curb.
Okay,
And we're gonna have a trench drain in the front of the driveway, in front of the garage. That's gonna take up the water that's gonna fall into the driveway, and we're gonna direct it into the Caltex in the back.
okay, show me,
This is the driveway.
this is the driveway, and this says there's
That's
no
the-
footing drain.
No, there is a footing drain.
It says
Oh,
no
footing
footing.
drain on the top. Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yes,
So here's the garage.
the garage is here.
This is the new garage.
That's the garage.
So there's a drain here?
Yeah, we're gonna have a trench drain.
Where
Trench
does
drain,
it-
not French.
Do
and-
you see letters that show a French drain here?
No, that they not, but because Ralph said that that's gonna be on the plumbing drawings, not on his civil drawings. That's what
All right, I'm not sure I understand that comment.
Mhm.
So
But
tell
the plan
me,
is, I'm a plumber by trade,
Yeah.
licensed plumber, so we're gonna install the trench drain along the, the garage end of the driveway, and we're gonna run it alongside into the.
and into
Caltex.
the Caltech?
Yes,
All right, well, from our standpoint,
should be shown.
It should be on the site.
yeah, it should be. I think we can fix that for you right now, I think, because that's pretty straightforward. Highlighter here.
It's not highlighted at all?
No,
we
because
don't.
he said that it wouldn't be on the plan. He didn't want to have
All right, so you got a French drain here, right?
Trench, not the French.
Trench, sorry.
Yeah.
You said trench and I said French. So this is a trench drain which is going to be down into this Caltech?
Caltex, yeah. He said he calculated the Caltex by size of the drain.
This is a trench drain in front.
This way it's clear as far as what was approved. If it's
Listen,
down the
I
site
wouldn't
plan.
let the water run to the garage either way.
No, I wouldn't
I get
either.
that.
Doesn't make any sense. And then the water was directed to the Caltech?
yeah.
But you still need to document everything.
Sure.
Black and white.
Yeah, all right, so, all right, and it's, I assume it's gonna go down alongside the house
Alongside
and,
the house, yes.
like this?
Yes,
Like this?
Yep.
Into this Caltech?
Yep.
So where's the overflow in the Caltech?
that's a catch basin.
That's a catch basin, so what, how does the Caltech overflow?
Not the catch basin.
And what is this? What is,
This
what
is a
is,
footing drain.
so that's the footing drain
Yeah.
into riprap?
Yeah.
So where's the Caltech overflow?
So listen, usually, what we've usually done, I know it's not, I don't think he did.
I don't see it.
So, on one of the sides, I'm just gonna have it's gonna be overflowing onto the top of the Caltex, right?
That's gonna what?
You're creating on one of the sides an overflow, right?
I'm thinking, I mean, of what the Caltech, when the Caltech
To
fills.
be honest, I think that catch basin, he's got this catch basin as an overflow right now that I'm thinking about it.
It says a catch basin, not an overflow.
Um,
This is showing a line here going into your catch basin, which I assume goes into the Caltech. Here's what I'm interested in, overflow can create erosion. And that's what we want to understand, how is this, if you get so much rain, which we can, right, where's that gonna go? And we want to prevent erosion.
got the point.
Yeah,
So, let's think about it.
and where's the 440 line on this
Oh,
thing?
it's way down, yeah.
Let's read that.
Okay, so you've got this over the 440 line?
That's all, yeah.
So, and
Yeah,
this,
440 is over here, see, a little lower than that.
well, I don't know, I saw four,
This is 440 county.
oh, okay, sorry, well, that's all right, good enough. This is above the
Yeah,
440.
for sure.
And this is the footing drain, right, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you gotta tell us what the overflow is on the Caltech. And how you're going to, what you're gonna do there. And if you're gonna send it into some riprap, which I will tell you, I don't know what your plan is. Do you have experience with like managing riprap drains? They get to be a nuisance after a while, because you got rocks in your yard, and you got weeds, and they can be a little bit of a headache.
Listen, I'm not sure if you remember me, I got a house couple of houses down there,
Okay.
we dealt together. So very similar situations.
Well, because here's what a lot of people do, I said because you're facing the lake, and, you got a lot of people sitting here with, looking out, they don't always like to look at
That's not,
riprap.
in here, this is like, it is very steep, so it's not completely, the area is gonna be unused, so.
Well, whatever, you got people here, you're gonna, looking out this way to the lake or walking down to your dock or something like that. A lot of people take a look at trying to build like a little rain garden here.
But that's very steep.
Okay.
And the rain garden needs to.
Oh,
slow
yeah,
it
you're
down.
right, 442
Yeah,
down to, what does it go to, 454,
It's
it's 14
extremely
feet over,
Yeah, extremely steep.
okay.
So rain garden working in my other property, it's not gonna work over here.
Okay, and there's something here that says the size of this is matches some calculation? I mean, this is not just
Wow.
yeah, is there something here, have him, what,
No,
That's not that one.
that's a profile section.
yeah, you gotta tell us how this thing's gonna overflow.
Mhm.
We'd like to approve it tonight, but it's not here. So also, show us how this is gonna overflow into what, and then show us his calculation to show
the
why
footing
that's,
range?
why that square footage of riprap is the right size.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not getting an enormous amount of water, because you've got a big, I said you're going 482, you're dropping 30 feet, it is pretty steep,
It's
jeez.
very steep.
Whew.
over there.
So, you're gonna have, I don't know where all this water comes from, but your engineer can tell you that, and,
The footing drains?
yeah, but tell us why he thinks that's the right size.
Okay.
Okay, why, whatever that is, 2x3 or whatever that is. 3x3 or 3x4 or something. He's gotta tell you why he thinks that's the right size, and it needs to be 3x3, or it should be 4x4, or it should be 6x6.
I got it.
He can do a calculation. And then wherever this comes out.
The roof downspouts are going into the Caltech?
What's that?
Because the roof downspouts are going into the
Yeah.
Caltech?
It looks like-
I know
yeah.
you had questions about that.
Yeah,
It's
they didn't show, the lines went
it's a-
this way and they
It's
didn't
a
go
flat, it's a
in.
flat, right now they show 'em, but it's a flat roof. It's a flat roof, so you're gonna collect it
Yeah,
and bring it down.
and they added, and they needed a
Right.
trench drain here, so they don't have water in their garage, which is a good idea. So that's what you gotta do for us, okay? Or he's gotta tell you how it's gonna work.
All right, so if I have this correct, you wanna know the overflow on the
The
Caltech.
Caltech, where does it
Into
go,
what, into
right?
what,
Into what, and
Yeah,
whatever the
and s-
what is,
and square footage for riprap
right, and,
calculation.
right, and the what, for the overflow in the Caltech, wherever
Right.
that goes, if he's sending that to riprap,
The
how big is that
calculation,
riprap, and how does he know that's a good size so we don't have erosion into the lake?
And
Madam Chair, can I just interject one thing?
You can.
I noticed that they do cite the 2002 best stormwater practices.
Mhm.
That is out of date. It should be the 2024 Connecticut Stormwater Manual, to make sure that it's actually using the actual best management practices. in the plan.
Where
Would
are
like that
those?
updated.
Where did you see that? That is a very
That
good
is in
point.
the notes.
that email.
That was the email I sent you, yes. It's-
Oh, okay.
So,
All right, so you got three homeworks. Conform to, it's 2024, right?
Yep. that we
Connecticut
have,
2024, stormwater management. Second,
the Overflow on the Caltech. into
where
what.
does it go, and why, what is the sizing for the overflow location? Whatever that is, because I don't know what it is. And then the size of this and why he thinks that's the right size.
Sure.
And
Okay.
square footage for riprap calculations.
Yeah,
is
why does he
that,
think
yeah.
that's the right size?
Okay, so it's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So not sizing for square footage for riprap calc, okay.
Okay. You gotta do me one favor while we're here. I just added something to your plan, so I just added a logo here, so I need your initials right there, so that we're not making changes to your plan that you didn't know about. Okay?
Okay, so Laura's email with what you asked for is gonna be updated by the surveyor. Ralph's plan will indicate the answers to the questions you just had, the overflow and the Coltech.
Yep.
Square footage for riprap calculation.
Yeah, how does he know that that's the right size?
Okay.
You know, I mean, it looks 2 by 2. How do we know that's the right size? Maybe it should be bigger.
Okay,
Maybe
right
it should be
size,
smaller, I don't know.
right size question mark.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
okay, thank you for your
Question
time.
note.
All right, guys.
Happy second meeting, right?
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, happy second meeting.
It's getting better.
All right,
I know,
so
I'll
you're
let
gonna,
you vote.
all right, so now you're gonna make your second motion. When we, deal with an issue or an application and we're not done with it, we're going to continue it to our
Okay.
next regularly scheduled meeting. So your job is to make a motion to continue the application and the address to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Okay, I make a motion to continue the application for 60 Arrowhead Road to our next meeting. W-26-2.
I'll
Tom
second.
seconds. All right, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous.
Thank you.
All right, God, we got another 114 North Lake Shore.
Evening,
Good evening.
Connor Roscoe, Connor, Roscoe.
And that's the
2
motion I
Sunset
frequently
Drive.
forget, so.
Well,
thank you for including me.
Oh, you're just starting. Don't worry, don't worry. I got your future under control. All right, let's take a look at this application here.
We have a very similar plan to the one you guys just looked at.
Okay. Yeah, they are all the same. So here we go. Oh, this is the old application. This is the old one.
Okay.
Uh-oh, someone snuck in with an old one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's all the
somehow found the old one online
Okay.
because I couldn't print the new one.
Okie dokie. So we've got 0.4 acres. You've got disturbed wetland acre as 0.3. Disturbed wetland area as, disturbed wetland as 0.3 acres? You got 0.4 acres is the property, right?
Disturbed wetlands, yeah, 'cause wetlands goes up, wetlands go up to,
I don't know, I'm asking you, what's the point? But that sounds, that's what's on the application, so
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
take a
yeah.
look at the
okay.
plan here. And then you've got 160 feet of water course, and you've got disturbed linear feet of water course, disturbed 160. All right, well, let's take a look, because those are numbers that are not very exciting, but let's take a look at your plan here. And the one we have is Gallagher plan,
Yes. So this is for a-
2/17/26,
this is
last
for a
date.
proposed knockdown and rebuild.
All right, so we've got Candlewood Lake, so where, you think there's wetlands on this property?
Well, to my knowledge from engineer, wetlands isn't it 200 feet up from the water course?
That's what, yeah, no, that's, the state of Connecticut calls that an upland review area.
Upland review area.
Yeah,
Okay,
or
so
some
then
people will call it
That
a-
might have been my mistake on the application. I just know this has to go through the upland review due to its by the lake.
Where is this again? What's the address here?
So North Lake Shore is this is Candlewood Shores. It's
So
like the tip of. I mean, I can
What's
point
the
it out
address
right
here?
now.
114? There's no wetlands on this property.
No.
I mean, we could confirm that with a GIS map, right?
There's floodplain on the property.
It's floodplain.
There's floodplain. Where's the 440? Okay,
So 440 is right,
Right
here.
here.
I don't have the exact FEMA line. The surveyor didn't
Okay, I mean, the
put it on
FEMA
rough.
line can't be over the 440, right? Isn't that the,
I
that's
mean,
the height of
well,
the dam, right?
I'm not sure about what the GIS map says. I don't know if that's
I'm more
exactly
interested, so the
accurate.
GIS map is not showing any wetlands.
It's showing this is all the
It just,
floodplain.
it says that's the floodplain.
Holy
technically,
crap, how
which-
can that be?
Yeah,
That's a mistake.
I don't think so, because remember, the 440 is not the FEMA line, FEMA updated it.
Yeah, I know, but isn't that the height of the dam?
yes.
It's the light, it's actually the property line for First Light versus property owners who live on the lake.
I know, but anyways, I thought it was the height of the dam. Anyways, that's
I've-
neither,
I've
not,
been
I don't
learning
care.
about this FEMA line and how.
All right, here's the
all
good
that.
news. I guess we do care about floodplain. We do care about floodplain. So the
Right.
floodplain
So
is,
that has to get marked. It's not marked on that one.
okay. That's annoying.
Yes. Does that change anything in stuff we have to do where the line is?
No. You know, the die is cast here for all of the homes that are already in FEMA's floodplain.
Unless you wanna go for a LOMA,
Oh,
a
well-
letter of lap amendment with FEMA to remove your property from being in the floodplain.
Oh, sounds intense. Okay, so it's that, or what's the other?
You'll go through both Wetlands Commission, if Wetlands approves it, you will go before the zoning commission for a floodplain permit, and the house will have to be built to floodplain standards. So, floodproof.
Floodproof. Does that mean like pinned down to ledge on stilts, stuff like that?
I don't know.
Certain things will have to be met, at the very least, certain electricals have to be a certain amount above.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
flood
certain heights for
elevation.
mechanicals and all that, okay. Wow, that's, okay. Or it's a letter to be removed,
So it's
is that what I heard?
It's an application through FEMA
Okay.
to say that this property, and remove the property from the floodplain.
So what's there now?
I'm sure that's not a quick process.
I would
So,
assume that doesn't happen.
This is the house right here, do you see this? That's the existing dwelling.
Okay.
Existing dwelling, the existing septic's right here.
So does the sanitarian know that this is in a floodplain, then this,
Yes. I mean, technically, I guess all the houses kind of on that corner are.
all right, well, first I appreciate you, as it turns out, getting the application right, you know, and, 0.3 acres being, I don't know, it shouldn't, not wetlands, but floodplain.
floodplain.
Okay, well, we're not gonna approve it, we can't approve it tonight anyways.
Right.
Because of the state law, so why don't you just tell us a little bit about this? I said mostly the things that interest us are preventing
Yeah.
erosion into the lake, so you got a
So-
Coltech with roof drains.
Yep, the
and-
Coltech, I will, just, I did it on the last one, and what you guys just said on last, the, overflow, right? So I will,
Leader-
I'll
leader drains.
provide a, detail with the splash pad and the square footage, if it's
Okay,
2x4, 2x6.
whatever it is,
Yeah,
right?
whatever it is.
Yeah.
So just a quick calculation of the roof square footage, right? 2-liter drains coming down here.
Are you gonna have the same concern that they did about the garage and a trench drain in front of the garage? 456?
Yeah, so, like, meaning with footing drains?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this doesn't need a footing drain.
Okay.
Right, and I meet, the living space.
Okay.
Right, so I could do a footing drain here, so that's why nothing's really,
Well, no, what they had, because you're going, the road's here at 466, so
Yes.
your driveway is,
it's a combined driveway.
so where does it come? Does it come this way? or does it
It's
come that
really
way?
confusing,
Oh,
right?
but-
So it's like, it goes this way, here's one.
Oh, yeah.
And then here's two, so you can
Okay.
go down this way and down that way.
Okay,
So these are shared catch basins right on
Okay.
the property line that are existing, and those will stay.
and those are gonna drain to this thing?
So no,
Where do they
these
go?
have their own drain going down here, and it goes onto the other neighbor's property.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
It was a combined lot way back in the day that brothers split up and saved them for themselves.
Okay, so this is the entrance to the garage?
Yes, that's the entrance.
Well, again, so it doesn't sound like you've got any concerns that you're gonna have sheet flow into the garage or the house? Going from 454 down to 450? Just think about it, right?
No, yeah.
Think
of
about it.
course.
If you gotta, if you wanna put them
To-
in, put them
to
in on
put
this
s-
plan,
Yeah, put a little,
whatever you wanna
catch basin
do.
or
Yeah,
drain.
this is
Yep,
up to
okay.
you. You do what you do.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, think about it,
right.
you know.
So it's that, the, 2002 is marked here that I will change. This, and then the FEMA line, those are
Okay,
3 things I know I have to change.
all right. I said, other than that, I mean, you've got a nice kind of flat piece of property again. You can think
It
about
is, yeah.
riprap. You can think about, again, making it, you know, I don't know, if this is right on the 440 line, you may end up with your overflow on First Light property.
If you keep it at the same, can it kind of go backwards?
I'm not the engineer,
You know,
so the engineer's
that's what
gonna,
I've done
he's
before.
gonna tell
Okay.
you, or she,
Right.
he or she is gonna tell you, but it might end up on First Light property. All right, so you got a couple homeworks for us, right?
Yes.
How does this, what's the overflow?
The
It's
overflow
really just the
calculation,
overflow.
yep.
Again, you're gonna have to think about if this plan changes, if it's in the FEMA,
Yes, I'm looking at your plan right now, and it's saying that the limit of floodplain, zone A is the edge of the water, and that's like rarely ever true. So,
Say that again. The application?
on the, isn't this line to indicate the limit of A? That's not, or, that is not corresponding with our GIS documentation.
What,
so
what,
This is the plan that was submitted on your,
that's not the right.
oh, is that,
No.
you're 114, right?
Yes.
I think, that's what I have, 114.
My apologies. Too many North Lake Shores.
Too many North Lake Shores.
It's the time of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, all this floodplain stuff and the changes, I don't, did we miss, well, I can talk about this in the informal, so hold on here, hold on
So
to
is
that.
it if any part of the structure's on the FEMA line, that's where,
And if any part of the structure is within the floodplain.
within the floodplain?
Yep. A and AE. So you don't have to worry about the structure within X.
I was kind of warned by it, but. Do you have any knowledge of people writing that letter? Loma?
I've had people actually been successful on the lake before.
Yeah.
To remove their properties from the floodplain. So it is possible.
Where, oh, silt fence, there we go, okay. All right, well, I mean, there are a lot of homes that are built in the Candlewood Lake floodplain.
Because they changed it at one period of time.
Yeah, and even if they did, I mean, that is a huge, I mean, if this was wetland soils and you were planning to put a new house in here, you'd have, I would like, I may not be supportive of it, I may not.
Right.
I may not be supportive of it. I have not been supportive of putting things into wetlands and wrecking them, but this, a floodplain is a little different thing, but the state
Yeah.
of Connecticut has us worry about it. So at this point, with everything else that's going on in North Lake Shore, I don't think there's gonna be a problem putting a house, you know, redoing this house in the floodplain once we get, you know, the erosion potential squared away with your
Right.
plan.
Now, you said the second part was zoning has to approve building on the floodplain? And is it their decision to bring it to floodplain standards, or that's not like a decision they can make?
That is not a decision they can make. It must be built to FEMA standards.
That's why I asked the question.
Okay, all right, we're gonna be here in 2 weeks.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I will be too.
All right,
Thank
Liz,
you.
you ready? Motion number 2.
All right, let me get my computer going. Okay.
Decision they should make.
W-26-10, 44 North Lake Shore Drive, addition and renovation of single-family home with deck.
I make a motion to continue.
Yeah.
14.
A second.
Uh-huh.
44.
Regular scheduled meeting? All right, so that's the motion, Tom, is that secondable?
Made a motion to continue it to the next meeting? I'll second it.
Sorry, go ahead.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So, something letter of.
Mostly would be like, I make a motion to do something.
Okay.
I usually start with those, I make a motion.
Okay.
to something.
Okay.
All right. So I've got 44 North Lake Shore, excavation and rebuild. I got a whole bunch of stuff here. Let's take a look at this. So what about the floodplain on this one? This one, I don't know where this one is. It's on which side of the road? Hey, just hang on one, guys. 1 second, you guys. So I've got the new,
Yeah, I don't even think either.
I'm not sure if we got one with topography on it.
so I've got a couple applications that have been superseded. Okay, so we've got total acreage of the property is .21. You say there's no wetlands on the property, I believe that, but what about the floodplain?
Same thing as last one, well, similar.
It is in the floodplain?
You on your application wrote no.
Floodplain stops at the retaining wall.
Ah, there's a retaining wall there.
Todd Clark land surveying.
Well, if there's a surveyor who, okay, this makes more sense based off of it's not jiving, okay.
So
So
do-
you have your limit of flood zone A, I see.
Yeah.
So there's a,
126
Gosh.
Texas Road.
What was the road name?
I swear to God, I'm gonna get myself electrocuted on this thing.
Well, I think that's just a microphone cable.
Okay.
You don't got much power going through that.
All right, so we think the application is correct. Now, I have a plan here that was received March 9th, 2026. Is this the one we should be looking at, or did
Those
you?
are building plans, probably not a lot there for you.
All right, well, you tell me what I'm going through our official pile here. Wait. I'm going through our official pile. I've got something else, March 9th. This also looks like construction plans. Do we have this one?
That's the one I dropped her in the morning, but the wrong one. So she told me, Hannah told me
Okay.
that when you come in, just bring a couple extra.
All right.
So just I can read to you.
All right, so let's stamp this as received. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Okay, Todd Clark, Clark Land Surveying, MD Rahman is the owner of the property.
Okay,
Recently took title to it. While the previous owners were there, first week of January, I surveyed the property. Came into the land use office, and I don't recognize the lady that was helping me, but she seemed very familiar with the site, and she said, yeah, you'll want to be prepared that that's a flood zone up to there. So I was aware of that, made sure I got on the map.
so just point me to the flood zone line here.
Okay, so it comes right up to the edge of.
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
Thank
the
you,
edge of
thank you.
Lakes.
All right, thank
Yep.
you. All right, good, thank you,
And
thank you,
there's
thank you. Okay.
200.
Yep.
The blue line, the 200 foot is regulated, so she said she thought it would be an in-house operation, but apparently changed her mind to present it to you folks.
Okay.
Um,
So here's, just to help you out, here's what we care about. We care about soil erosion, right? And we
yeah.
care about anything like, for these kinds of properties, anything that might be coming off the house, or, roof drains, or things we talked about, how are they gonna be handled? Because we want to prevent, any sort of erosion into the lake. That's what we really kind of care
yeah,
about.
I picked up on that on the last two.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
in terms of what you're doing with the house and what it looks like and stuff, we don't care so much about that.
Yeah, as far as work in the regulated area, currently the garage is underneath in the back, and they use a paver patio. Right now, MD plans to pull up the pavers and put down bituminous concrete. So that's where our 3,000 square feet of work in the regulated area.
So this existing bituminous concrete driveway, you're gonna pull that up?
No, just
No,
where
pull up
the
the pavers.
patio is.
Just
the
paper.
Oh,
right
just-
here.
oh, okay,
Because there
alright.
is a septic, so we have to end up bringing a new tank in there.
No, okay.
So since we can do the tank, we have to remove all these pavers, and we're gonna redo the paver again.
Okay, where's the silt fence on this? Right here, there we go.
Yeah.
Title
Okay.
line.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of room for anything on this.
Are you gonna have to bring excavators back in here somehow, like little
No, we're.
cats or something like that, or do it by
Maybe
hand,
Bob
or?
had to pull up the pavers, and then the paving contractor will have to verify that the soil underneath the pavers is good enough for concrete. If not, he may have to pull probably 4 or 6 inches out and put the
Okay.
process down. But that'll be the only excavation in the back. And that, if it's not suitable for pavement, it's right out, it's leaving the site, and I've got that in the notes.
Okay.
Uh,
And you're taking a shed out, and what about the roof drains, and where are they going?
There, I shot it, but I didn't put on here, there's a footing drain outlet on each side.
Where?
Um,
Is it on
like I
this
said,
map?
I shot it, but
Well, we
Oh,
can't
maybe.
approve it tonight, so so here's your first homework.
yeah.
Show me, show us, show the commission, revise this plan to show where your,
Yeah, we're
the
not touching
the
those.
roof leaders are going, and footing drains, where are they going?
Yeah, like I said, I located the end of the pipe, but I failed to draw it on the
Okay,
plan.
all right, well, we have time, right? You can bring that the next time. And so how was, and then also you heard the conversation about, I assume you're going into a Cul-de-sac, or you're gonna
Yeah,
daylight them, or?
The problem with this is we've got setbacks from, he's got a, I would say fairly new septic system here.
Okay,
So we'd have to be 25 feet up from there. I don't know that we're gonna be able to have any room. There's 10 feet on the side of the house that possibly we could fit them in here.
well, you can think about, like I said, you've got a nice, beautiful, I assume this is all grass in here,
Yeah,
right?
except
This
it's
is,
not
that looks
ours.
beautiful. You
Yeah,
can,
that's-
you can bring them right into a, like I said, you can bring them into a nice little rain garden, just, you
It's
It's
know.
not their property, though.
Doesn't own it.
This is not, oh, this is,
Yeah, that's the first line.
oh, here's
Yeah,
440, all right. Well, you got a little bit of room, you know, where the shed is or
Yeah,
whatever.
Like any space, because
Close to
septic
the
in
septic.
here, then you only have like little space in it, or it's just gonna die.
Well, this is a suggestion, you'll have to do something. I'm just suggesting, if you get a roof, rain garden in there, that would be great. If you got something else, just let us know what it is, and we'll take a look at it.
We'll look
Okay.
at it.
Yeah, thanks. I thought for some reason I'm going
Yeah, I know, it's
440s
really
down there,
nice here,
so.
but I wish I can,
Yeah, it looks,
put it in there.
yeah, no, it'd
And
be
I can
great.
put the septic all the way in the back, I don't even have to put on the driveway.
Yeah, I hear you, I see, yeah, it's a nuisance.
Going with them probably a year at least. And I
Yeah.
don't even know if they're gonna approve it,
Okay. All right. Other than that, I don't see any other obstacles. You know, just get the plan showing.
Yeah, these are 1 foot contours, so it's actually pretty.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. Not everybody gets, what is that, like,
It's pretty decent.
yeah,
size.
40, 80, almost 100 feet of
Yeah,
flat.
beautiful flat back
You
here,
are
yeah, and then like couple
pretty
docks.
amazing
There
here.
are 2 docks in here.
Yeah, it looks
the-
lovely.
the
Like little
impervious
things.
Yeah.
coverage is almost 50%, but you're only dealing with that much, so.
Yeah,
it's a little deceptive.
they're all like that. All of your neighbors are like that. So, okay, so your homework,
We'll, deal with, we'll try to get some roof leader infiltrators.
show us where that's going, and if you got any footing drains, show us where that's
Yeah,
going,
know-
like I
know
said.
where those are, so I just gotta draw them on there.
Yeah, so again, you got a couple of choices. Like I said, if you're just daylight them, then you can, again, just show us that if you're gonna put them onto gravel, you heard the conversation. Show
Yeah,
us some
you know what,
calculation that
these-
that gravel is right, and you're not gonna send dirt down onto First Light's property.
Let me ask you about the footing drains now. I was there the first week of January, and it had been running a little bit, and you could see it was thick grass. I mean, it's not. there's no-
You just have to tell us what the calculation is and why it's not gonna create, some erosion, and a bigger problem than it is right now,
Sure.
okay? And other than that, you should be all set.
When is the next,
Every 2 weeks, unless it snows, and
Weather
then they
permitting.
don't come.
appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All
Thank you.
right.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. Are you just moving to Brookfield?
Actually, I'm gonna build and sell.
Oh, okay.
You should stay, it's great.
All right, ready for motion number 3, Liz?
I am,
Alrighty.
yes, Sharon, all right. I started with the same motion.
I make a motion
Okay,
to,
I make a motion to open W 26-11, 7 Cove Road, tree removal
wrong one.
pool. No, is that, no, that's the right one.
I thought we were on Lake Shore.
No, we just did Lake Shore.
Yeah, we're continuing. We're good, yeah, make a
Oh.
motion to continue, right?
Oh, make a motion.
44 North Lake Shore. There you go, try again.
Okay, make a motion to continue 44 Lake North Shore, W26-10,
To our next regularly
for our
scheduled.
next regular scheduled meeting.
Meeting, yeah, I know, it goes trippingly off the tongue. All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Okay, now we've got 7 Cove Road. Again, name and address over for Elizabeth, please.
Hi, my name's Jackie. It's Howard, A-Y-L-W-A-R-D.
I'm sorry, say it again.
A-Y-L-W-A-R-D.
Okay, and address, 7 Cove or?
I'm a project manager for Brookcliff Landscape Architects.
So you can use your business address.
Okay, yeah, so it's 75
Okay,
Glen Road in Centennial.
great, thank you.
Okay, so let's take a look at your application here.
Oh gosh.
All right, you got 2 acres, you got 9,000 square feet of wetlands. I know what Cove Road, I know where that is. Impacted wetland area, my favorite number, 0. Total, you got a water course on there, 123 square feet. Impacted linear feet of water course is 0. Okay, that's good. So, you've got a map that I don't see in this package, or do I?
Yes, you should have,
Is
I
this
also
it?
have bigger copies, I don't know if you want to see.
I'd like
Bigger
one
ones,
instead.
There's so
I don't have my
much
glasses.
lines on it. I can't read.
Okay, here we go.
By 11.
Okay. All
I
right,
can
so,
read 'cause I have my
Do you
glasses.
want one?
I can look at that.
Oh my gosh.
I looked at that a lot.
okay, well, thank you for putting all the trees in.
Yes.
Help me with the wetlands flagging. Where is that?
We got those flagged by, Will Kenny, a wetlands soil scientist, so all the wetlands are in the blue, the solid blue hatch, and then the stream, Hot Brook, is in the diagonal hatch.
Okay, so the wetlands were flagged.
Yes.
When were they flagged?
I wanna say mid to late last year.
Do you have his
Yes,
report?
it should be in there.
All right, I am looking for it.
I also have it on my iPad.
Do you?
Oh, that might be it. Actually, go back one. Or, sorry, this one.
Is the other one?
Yeah, it's that one. There we go.
Okay, all right,
I was just
all
gonna
right, so
say,
here we
yeah,
go,
it shows-
landscape architect, it's not signed,
Oh,
so
man, did
get
he
him to
not
sign it if you wouldn't
Yeah,
mind.
sure.
And I assume he's a licensed?
Yes.
Okay, that's
yes,
what we wanna
yes.
do, yeah, have him just sign that,
Okay, yes.
or, yeah, get him to sign that if you wouldn't mind. And what's the date on this? 2025, okay. So this says it's not to scale. So, here's the house. So you got wetlands here. You've got wetlands here, and then here's the water course. So
Yep.
let's see if we can find that.
I'm kind of surrounded. And so
All right.
then the surveyor took the data from Bill Kenny and popped it into their survey, which I also included in the packet. And so that's where those lines are coming from. I think he
Okay.
rounded them out. I want to say he added pretty lines on the soil report, but that's directly from the surveyor.
Okay. This is a funny saying. I certify that this wetlands map substantially represents the soils and the wetlands mapped in the field. I wonder what substantially means.
They all pretty much say substantially,
Yeah.
that is standard language for the
Okay.
most part.
All right, well, if you can get him to sign it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And this sort of goes this way
Yeah,
onto
the
that.
orientation we got to fit on
All
one
right,
page.
so you've got, so now what I wanted to see is on this nice little map of the trees coming down,
Yep.
does it show the upland review area line?
Yes, there's lots of colors, so
Okay.
if I'm gonna point to it on this one, it's a little easier to see, so
All right.
I'll come close. So 200-foot lake setback is this green line right here, so there's Lake Lillanoa. And
Okay,
then this-
wait. Okay, so here's Lake Lillanoa,
Yep.
and so the 200-foot is,
200-foot setback is this green guy coming kind of through the house.
okay, here it is.
Yep.
I'm gonna make it in blue so I
Yeah,
can
go
see what it is, all
There's
right?
so many setbacks on
Yeah.
this property.
Okay, so it cuts through the house,
Yep.
and then it
There we
goes
go.
that way, and that's the lake setback.
That's lake, yep. And then
And
we
then we got
have-
75 feet.
75 feet from the big guy is this, the purplish line, which is right, that guy.
Okay, so here's the other one.
Yep.
Uh-oh, and then I lose it. It's gonna be,
Goes right there,
okay.
And
It
then,
almost looks like it dies, but that's okay.
yeah,
And then
it all merges into one big
Yeah,
setback.
because this is, we don't care about this one so much.
Yeah.
I should have probably even stopped, because this and this is the same. All right,
And then from the other side, there's the other 75-foot setback, which comes down through here and then around over the terrace, is the other purple.
that should
Again.
be purple. I'm trying to find that here.
Let's see here. Oh, this guy right here.
That's 75 feet, okay.
That's from the other
All
wetland.
right, all right. All right, so we care about this, and this, and
Yes.
these are all the trees you want to take down?
Yes, so the client wants to take down the majority of these trees in here to kind of create a flat usable lawn area, since this is all very sloped, very sloped, very sloped. So it's those trees, that's the big chunk of it, and then he wants to put in a 40 by 50-foot garage, no footing drains. We're within the setback, but we're out of the building setback, but we're within the wetland setback. So that's why that chunk of trees needs to go, and then same with the chunk of trees kind of in front of the garage, just for access. And then the couple of trees up at the front of the yard,
These are outside of our, we don't care.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, that's why I said it's important for us to see that the upland review area, and again, that can change based on the slope of the property, but,
Yeah.
you know, I don't see here.
Yeah, I threw the 200-foot setback
Yep.
on there because of that, so that is all the way there and there, so it's just, I might as well just throw everything on there since it's
Right.
all wetlands.
Right.
Okay.
Well, in general, I'm okay with taking out, you know, these sorts of
Mhm.
trees. Where I'm struggling a little bit here is a number of the trees that are providing some shade to this wetland area.
Yeah,
That's
and
what I'm struggling with. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 of them or something, 8, 6-ish. That's a little bit of a concern to me at this
Of course,
moment.
yeah. So we do have, so the darker circles, those are proposed, let's say hemlocks, because those are native evergreens, and they do well in the shade, so we're gonna kind of fill in that line to both bring back some trees to the area, and then also there's the neighbor's house that we wanna screen,
Oh, come here.
so we're trying to mitigate a couple of the trees at least that we want to remove.
Okay. So, on our new application, don't a little spot that says what they're doing, taking down trees and putting new ones in?
Not on the new one, actually. It was only on the online one, but not that PDF, I think.
I don't think we've ever.
We used to have like a little handwritten, a little section that said, what are you doing? We're taking down an old house and putting a new one in,
It does
or?
have proposed description.
Let's
That's
see
what I'm
here.
looking for.
Oh, is the really tiny?
Oh, here it is.
teeny tiny-
Sorry.
okay. I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if there's a specific, what
Removal of
trees are going in.
54 trees.
Mhm.
All right, so this doesn't say you are gonna plant however many hemlocks you're planting. I don't see that in here.
No, I don't know if we put specifically, but it is on the plan.
Well, we're gonna add it here,
Okay.
okay?
I'm just gonna take a note of that. So we have.
That would be great. Hemlocks they are great, they'd be great shade trees and they're great
Yeah.
habitat trees.
Yeah. So I have 13.
You have to be
on the
careful, the
plan.
woolly adalgia though, right?
Yeah, you gotta spray them
Yeah.
twice a
Yeah.
year.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's 13 hemlocks. I'm gonna just write that down. So do you wanna see that on the, on a revised?
No, we're gonna
Okay.
make that change right here.
Okay.
So you're going to plant 13.
At least in
um,
that area, and then there'll be other trees elsewhere.
Hemlocks adjacent, see if I can spell that right, to, what did he call that, wetland
Oh, wait,
area?
we did say it.
Where is
also.
it?
It's
Is it
on
like-
the second page.
Well, I'm gonna put it right here.
How many, but,
Okay, that's all right, we're gonna
might as
put,
well add it everywhere.
we're gonna put it right here.
It's just really tiny.
And north is where? North?
North is this way on the page. North is down there.
Yeah, showing to your left, or to the left of the
Oh, here we
plan,
go,
pardon me.
north, on the, so the north wetland. Adjacent to the north side wetland, okay, so I'm gonna circle that, and we're gonna drop the initials in there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the other thing will be we wanna prevent, I assume he's gonna put grass in here?
Yeah, we'd probably do some invasive pulling in there and kind of do like a native understory, like low-level shrub planting to kind of fill in, I would say, behind here and maybe around here. We haven't gotten to specific plantings, but it would be native understory shrub layer.
Okay, well, you can add that to the plan, that would be fine, it's in the upland review area, so we can add that to the plan as well.
Actually, I believe
I
it
think
does
I have
mention
a
the plan,
note
right
somewhere.
here.
Oh, yeah. Understory native shrub planting and selective invasive removals.
Okay, well, just gotta tell us what that is.
Okay.
Okay, if you're doing 58 things, or 6, or something, some number, right?
Okay.
Give us some idea of what you're doing, so that we understand what the plan is, because when this is all done, Laura's gonna come out and she's gonna say, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, and then she's gonna say, oh, there's 7 of those, and 14 of these, and 6
Okay.
of these, so it's important to get the number right.
Okay.
If you go over, that's fine.
Okay.
There's no problem going over, it's the
Yeah.
going under, so if you
Okay.
wanna keep your estimate on the low side, that's fine.
Okay.
I think the other thing would be, I assume, like I said, this is all leaves and understory and invasives
Yeah,
and stuff like that. I
yes.
think what we wanna try and do something, your choice, think about it,
Mhm.
that prevents grass from encroaching into that wetland. Maybe
Yeah.
that's mulch.
I almost think we'd probably do not a straight grass line, if anything, I'd say from the garage over would be lawn, and then under here, that would really just almost turn back a little bit into woods.
Then just put that, right,
Okay.
get that on your plan too. I said,
Okay.
or, that the area to the east, north, and west of the garage
Okay.
are intended to go back to
Okay.
natural. No grass will be planted.
Okay.
You can just add that like a little call out,
Okay.
right?
Yep, I can add that,
Okay.
that's easy. Okay, and then silt fence, we have that, a lot of silt fencing. So it's just the orange or orangey brown dye in there, so we don't have any runoff into the lake or wetlands.
Okay, so the other thing you can put in your construction sequence is, like I said, the contractor will be advised, like I said, for these
Mhm.
trees and these, add to your, that, none of the tree service will encroach into the wetlands
Okay,
at
yeah, of
any
course.
time.
Okay,
And they're going to, chip them and take them away,
yes.
and they're gonna grub the stumps?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah, they're definitely not gonna pull them. Yeah, he probably, I think maybe he'd store some on site for firewood, or something like that, but.
Okay, well, you can add those things to this
Yeah, of
plan,
course, yeah.
right? Or
Yeah.
to this construction sequence, or, so we can incorporate that, because you got a kind of a busy plan here, you might
Yes.
run out of space for call-outs.
Yep.
It's not quite as
How are
busy
they
on
actually,
the
how are they
both
gonna
sides
get in,
of that.
where's the driveway, how are they gonna get into
Driveway's
here?
over here.
So that's the existing driveway, and what we're doing is it stops this red line right there,
Okay.
so we're adding an existing curb cut.
Okay.
I've already briefly spoken to the highway department, and, we haven't submitted a plan yet, we're waiting to go through you guys first, of
Okay.
course. But they didn't seem to have any issue with it. That's his existing septic right there, again, they didn't seem to have any issue since the existing driveway is already below,
Okay,
the septic, so,
Oh, so you're gonna put the driveway out the other side?
yep, yep. And keep the existing driveway as well.
Right.
Yep.
well, that'll be nice, get two
Yeah.
ways in, that'll be really nice.
Yes.
No, probably gonna be one way in, one way out,
Yeah.
we
the
need,
way
like,
they usually work.
Tell the
arrows,
guests.
right, painted
Tell the
on
guests,
the
tell the
driveway.
guests.
No, people are get used to
Go,
going
go
in a certain
clockwise,
driveway.
right?
Yeah.
Go counterclockwise, go clockwise.
Yes.
All right, right at this moment, I said if we can, I appreciate the shading, that's
Yeah.
important. I said as the weather gets warmer and these wetlands need shade,
Yeah, definitely.
and you're not taking too much away from here, I'm not too worried about that, you got a
Yeah,
bunch of
just
trees
a,
right
yeah,
here.
just a few.
And you're gonna prevent grass from going that way,
Yes, of course, yep.
and,
And then just one question for you guys. So I know before we do any tree removal, well, once we get approval, obviously,
Yeah.
you guys need to come out and inspect the site before tree removal?
you got, you talked about sedimentation control, but I don't know if it's really,
That was my question. So if we're just doing, he wants to do tree removal now, like within the next 2 months if we're allowed. And the pool and the terrace and the driveway are gonna be like 2 years down from now. So we're like, do we have to put the erosion control up just for tree removal? Is my question to you guys.
I don't think so. I mean, where's the, I'm looking for, are these the contour lines for what, 10 foot or?
No, contour lines are super tiny. They're,
So it's a little, it's a,
so sorry, hard to read. They're very sloped. I wanna say it's without me knowing, let's say 25%-ish slope. I think we could see them a little better on the survey. Existing conditions, but the most, I wanna say, I wrote, I think it's 46%. I wrote it somewhere.
Yeah, you have one area right where the.
I don't think you
proposed new
need it for
garage is,
taking
that's
out the
quite sloped.
trees,
Okay.
but you will need it for when this
Yes, of
starts, and
course,
yes,
yeah.
to your point, when you start this work in the future, you can hold off putting the soil and erosion sedimentation until you start
Yeah.
this work, but I'm not, where is that line on this plan?
Which one?
The soil and erosion,
So,
silt fence for
I
this
put
work.
it, I put it around all the tree removal. It's this yellowy brown line, but I would say if we don't have to do it for tree removal, I would probably just put it right below.
I don't think it's steep, it doesn't appear to be steep enough
It's,
to deal with for the trees.
yeah, for the trees, I would say, yeah, I would agree.
All right, so revise your soil and erosion to just deal
Fence,
with
yeah.
this project, you know, with
Just,
that.
okay, so we're gonna,
Could we call out in the construction sequence too, just to make
Oh,
my
yeah.
life a little easier?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that way when I look at it 2 years from now, I go,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, so like step 2 gets further down,
Okay.
right? Step 2 gets moved down to step 4A, it'll slide
Yeah.
down to between 4 and 5.
Okay, and then, okay, so.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 goes down to 4 and
Yeah,
5.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't appear steep enough just to, is he gonna be, and he's not bringing in dirt to,
No, I think once we get rid of that clump of trees, it'll be, for the most part, flat.
okay, well, that's good, because you don't have approval to put in dirt, so if he,
No, yeah.
if he wants to bring in dirt, he's gotta come back.
No, yeah, well, yeah, I think he's just flattening it, and yeah, pulling, or grinding the stems.
You have to do something with the proposed garage, got a steep area right there.
Yeah, it will be retaining slightly. I can't look at it.
Well, wherever, I mean, you're gonna put the garage in, I mean, I didn't intend to say the silt fence would only be over here, you gotta deal with
Yeah,
it,
it
you gotta
would
deal
definitely
with the
go below
garage.
that, yeah, of course. But yeah, it's retaining, let's see here.
But they're putting a retainer in, they're probably gonna put dirt there too, to make up, if you look at the
I see
Well,
that,
it-
yeah.
topo lines there.
The garage will be sticking up out of the grade, so really, we're not adding, I mean, like topsoil at the most part, but, no, the,
Oh, yeah.
garage is at 99, and then it'll be sticking up out of grade, and I'm just meeting back with that 92, and.
Well, I think what
which
Tom's
corner
saying
am I?
here, you go on this corner, drops
So-
down,
Yeah,
right?
you got a
It'll-
5-foot drop there.
It'll drop down, but the garage will be sticking up, so it's like the grade will slope against the side down, against the side of the building. That makes sense.
I'm having trouble picturing that, but, so anyways,
I can try
if
to
your
So they're-
construction sequence
They're
says,
cutting it into the ground?
Yes, it'll have, a foundation, so it'll have a concrete pad, but not a footing drain, and then it'll block up, and then will be concrete on top, like this, and then the grade will be low, so it'll be sticking outside of the grade, if that, like, I could draw a section real quick. Again, it's also not designed yet, and that's up to the architect, but,
all right,
it
well,
will be sticking up out of the grade, it won't be,
well, like I said, if you have,
adding fill.
right now, you're not bringing in soil.
no, we're not.
Okay, so the other thing you're gonna have, the topsoil to be stripped in the air, shall be stockpiled, immediately seeded for temporary stabilization, and also you will be surrounded by silt fence.
Okay, yeah, and that's number.
5, right now it's number 5, yeah.
So are we
Oh,
just
yes.
looking at the tree removal and replantation right now?
No, and the installation of a, installation of a pool, a stone terrace, steps, and retaining walls.
Okay.
And the garage, and the extension to the rear of the building.
Yes.
So that's what I was asking about, having to bring in soil, how they, either they're digging into one side, or they're bringing in soil on the other side to make that work.
Well, like I said, right now she says she doesn't need it. If you need it, you'll have to either
Yeah,
put it on, or you'll have to come
exactly.
back.
Yeah, so right now, so we're meeting existing grade and almost cutting into the hillside, versus bringing fill in, if that makes sense. So we're meeting the low side of the hill and then cutting in, and then, how tall is that wall? 5. That's a 4-foot retaining wall and then high again. So it's more, we're meeting low side versus bringing in fill to meet the high side of the slope.
Okay. All right, so you got a couple things you gotta do. You gotta get the
Yeah.
signature.
Yep.
You gotta
Signature.
redo the construction sequence
Yep.
here. You gotta if you're gonna be planting trees or shrubs or something in the upland review area, tell us again what the minimum is.
Okay.
What the minimum, and then a call out to say where the grass area is going
Okay.
to end, so that we,
Okay.
because that's the one thing we wanna be sure no grass encroaches
Yeah, okay.
into the wetlands, and I don't know, that probably applies over here too?
Yeah, I would assume probably it's gonna be open grass there, and then right now this is actually existing lawn, and it probably does cut. Those 3 trees, I wanna say, are right on the line of lawn versus, woods, I guess you can say.
All right, well, drop a shrub in here or something like that
Yeah, of
to
course.
sort of delineate where the lawn ends and the
Okay,
wetland
yeah,
starts,
yeah,
okay?
okay.
So that's your, I don't know what the number is anymore, but I want something
Okay, sure, on
here
that side.
to prevent the lawn guys from yard
Yeah,
sliding
just
into that wetland.
Slowly cutting more and more into it, yeah,
Yep.
understood.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the wetland on the, sort of the central east side.
Okay, yep.
All right,
Okay, perfect. So
okay.
can I get you guys all this information and email it to you, or is this 2 weeks from now, kind of meet with you guys again?
We put together packages, let me see if I can answer your question this way. We put together packages the Thursday before the
Okay.
meeting.
Mhm.
So anything that would be really helpful
Yeah.
to get whatever you got from, one,
Everybody.
the 2 Thursdays from now.
Okay, so I would have to come back and present. Okay.
Well, I think it'd be better for you
Okay.
to do that, because you got a tiny little plan and it's hard to see. So I think the answer is yes,
Okay.
you know? I think the answer is
I'll
yes.
send you everything beforehand.
It can't, it's new business too, so they couldn't vote on it
Okay,
tonight.
yeah,
so.
All right?
Okay,
All right, so we'll
perfect.
see you in 2 weeks.
Awesome, thank you guys so much.
Okay.
Thanks for staying late, oh my gosh.
Oh, this is nothing.
Yeah?
We were here till 9:15 the other night.
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? The world doesn't work if you don't have volunteers.
Yep.
Yes,
The
yeah,
world
you
does
better.
not work.
Do you want a big copy of this at all?
We would love a big copy
Yeah,
of that.
yes, I'll
Sharon
order.
wants
Not, no,
I
no,
think
no, I
Sharon
don't want that
wanted it.
one. I want the revised
Okay,
big
the
one.
revised
Yeah,
one.
and it does, yeah, I want the revised, no, that one we got.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
It's part of our guided learn.
Oh,
Ready?
I'm sorry, yes. I was moved on. Okay.
You have to show me that later.
All right, you ready?
I'm blinking.
Yeah, if you were reading, I was gonna give you time. Yeah,
See you.
I make a motion to
continue.
continue on W 2610, oh, I'm sorry, W 2611, 7 Cove Road, tree removal, pool garage, terrace. Do I have a second?
To our next, no, I'll do
Oh.
that, to our next regularly
Do
scheduled
I have a
meeting.
second to our next regularly scheduled meeting?
And then you're done, and then I call for a second.
Okay.
Tom
Second.
seconds that. Okay, so any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Okay, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Liz.
You're welcome, thank you,
All
Madam
right,
Chair.
correspondence, pond and lake connection.
It's the pesticide treatment with, for the deep permits, they just give us notification.
Okay, so there's a bunch of them, it sounds
Yeah.
like. Okay, so now we've got review of the previous minutes. I read them, I don't have any changes.
Nor do I.
Neither do I.
Okay, so ready for your next motion? The next
Got a
motion would be,
motion roll this
I make a
evening. I want a
motion,
motion
I make a
roll.
motion, you would say something like, I would make a motion to approve the minutes for February 9th, 2026.
Okay, I make the motion to
presented.
approve the minutes for February 9th, 2026.
Second.
Tom seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. All right, informal discussion. This whole floodplain thing by the lake and the changes is going to really, I don't know, it's not gonna really change what we're going to do, but it is going to add another degree of complexity to it. I mean, I suppose from once, maybe it really doesn't, because it's all in the upland review anyways, now that I'm talking out loud.
It is all.
It's all in the upland review area, so I
For
suppose,
that particular property, yes, and the aspects of that, they'll have to worry about flood proofing the house.
yeah,
That's all gonna go through the zoning commission, and that's their responsibility.
Okay.
and the hat
Right.
that they wear,
yeah, so I guess it really doesn't, I was gonna say it is gonna be a change, but it really isn't.
it's that.
It's not really, for,
Floodplain soils or wetlands, that's where it gets a little, but are they floodplain
well,
soils? Are
and
they in the
it,
floodplain?
my humble opinion, I've seen soil scientists say they're not floodplain, they're not wetland soils, and they're in a FEMA floodplain. I've seen that, but it doesn't really much matter, because the state says if it's in a floodplain, it doesn't matter what the soil scientist says. Doesn't matter. If it's in a floodplain, wetlands cares, whether there's wetland soils or not.
So does that mean we have to send out a soil scientist?
No, because it's a
Because it's
Floodplain
FEMA,
over-
it's a floodplain.
Well,
floodplain over
in
rural
in
soil
gen.
scientists,
I'm
is
sorry,
what you were
Tom,
just.
I'll let you finish.
No,
I'm sorry.
I,
Yeah.
go ahead.
In general, we wouldn't be sending out a soil scientist. But it makes the point that anything in a floodplain, it doesn't matter whether there's wetland soils there or not. The state says we have a requirement to review it.
Okay.
So when it's on the lake,
Gets
as
a
I
little
was
tricky.
talking myself into this, going, oh crap, it doesn't matter, because everything on the lake is within 400 feet of the lake. So it
Gets a
doesn't really
little
much
tricky
matter.
with it. It really does.
I'm sorry?
It gets a little tricky with the floodplain, it definitely does.
Yeah, it-
Particularly with the lake, a dammed lake floodplain versus a river floodplain,
Right.
where you will get the floodplain soils.
You might, right, you might,
You
right.
might- or, yeah.
And the floodplain could exceed the 200 feet, right?
Mhm.
It could exceed the 200 feet, so we'll have to be
So how do
mindful
we,
of
how
that.
do we proceed as the Wetlands Commission? How do we proceed with that?
Keep talking, I'm not getting the question.
No, just with there being the floodplain involved. And do we approve what they want to do, or does he have to get more information to us? Does that make sense?
Keep talking, I'm still not getting it. Keep
Okay, I
talking.
stopped.
No, keep
No,
talking. No,
it
keep
stopped.
talking, no.
No,
Well, I
just
said-
that we were saying how we're talking about the gentleman with the FEMA area, right?
Yeah,
And how is that part of our consideration to approve his plans as far as the Wetlands Commission is concerned?
it is, because his entire property is in the upland review area
Right.
because of the lake.
Okay, right.
So the fact that there is a floodplain in there just adds another dimension, really just for him,
Okay.
on the
okay.
lake.
That was my question.
where it could add a different dimension for us, and I don't know in Brookfield if the Still River, if this happens or not, but the Still River does have has a floodplain, and that floodplain could exceed, well, where there are wetland soils.
Absolutely.
And the perfect example of that, the only reason I say that with facts is, if I recall correctly, 58 Old Grays Bridge. There's areas where it's in the floodplain, but there are wetland soils over there, but nobody found wetland soils over here. And it is in the floodplain, if I remember that application correctly. So that's where it can be, where our responsibilities change, because normally we just say, oh, the wetlands is here and 75 feet here, but, because there's the upland review area, it's a water course, 200 feet. The floodplain could conceivably, the FEMA floodplain could conceivably go past the upland review area. It's not gonna happen on the lake, but it could happen something along the Still River. I don't know where else, but. All right, anything else? Informal discussion? Anything for us?
I have some more violations coming your way, so
Oh,
stay
good.
tuned.
Good. All right.
It's that time of year.
It is.
All right. Want to make another motion?
I would love to,
All right.
Madam Chair.
All right.
I make a motion to adjourn tonight's
That's
meeting.
it. Make a motion to adjourn. Tom?
Second.
Seconds? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is gonna be a big problem for a lot.